I keep getting higher. Homies dying, mama's crying, I'm so tired. Is there heaven for the real ones?
What up, everybody? Welcome to the Rillaz Podcast. And today, I got my boy, Spoetyface, Rogan, and we got a special guest in the house. We got Lush in the building. What's going on, Lush?
It should be something like this. It should be like, you feel me? Constantly showboating, doing the most at all times, keeping your hoe rolling. It's a homie, bro, Rogan.
Oh,
hey,
shit.
Hey, you feel me? Let it be, because, you know, she rolling like ecstasy every time she with Legacy.
Oh,
and,
shit.
You feel me? Hey, you feel me? Make the ops like melt like tuna when I turn them to an open face when I'm chilling with the homies Spoetyface.
God damn.
That's the intro to the show.
That.
That's a lot of words, though. I don't think if we want a 10-minute intro like that, but thank you, Lush.
Shouts to all my killers. We Mo Illa. And this is the
Rillaz. And welcome to Santa Ana, bro. I appreciate you coming out and doing the podcast today. Spoetyface, let's get right into it, bro. There's something that you wanted to get off your chest. We were talking about it last night, so why don't you go ahead and dive on into it, bro?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. It seems as to me that the podcast world, man, is, of course, it's empowered everybody to have a voice, you know, rightfully so. You know, a lot of people use they platforms and their voice to speak their truth, or, you know, to bring light on certain injustices and you know, just overall good things. But it's been, as of lately, I've seen and I've noticed that a certain demographic or a certain community is using their platforms to just, in my personal opinion, to just last all out war against, I feel like, my people. And what I mean by that is just they just openly just like just coming for like the black community. I just feel like that. Just like a couple of days ago, the dude from Hood Stocks or whatever, I believe his name is Lucky, when he made the corny joke, man. You know what I'm saying? The African booty scratcher joke. Man. You know, in my personal opinions, like, besides me, my first initial reaction just want to punch him in the face.
You should.
You know,
I would.
It goes back to why.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It was unnecessary.
Right.
It was unprovoked. And to be honest, I just think it was preemptive. Like, he been wanting to say, because I just look like, when you put it in perspective, it's like, if you amongst black people, we not having those conversations on our platforms. It's like, we not asking each other, hey, do you date a Mexican girl?
No, we don't do that.
Like, you know what I'm saying? To me, just to even ask somebody, that the young lady, the question like that, and to put her on the spot,
right?
It's like you lining up the whole situation because you already know her answer. That was, to me, in my personal opinion, that was a rhetorical question, because you already know she don't mess with us like that.
Well, also, those stigmas don't exist within the black community. Like, if a black dude's
we don't
Mexican
fucking
girl, no one cares.
No one cares. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is the same thing with the women. It's like, all right, I can see it, but we do have every demographic. I mean, that's not playing like the black people is just the most innocent in that, because everybody have racist and prejudiced people within their you know what I'm saying, their race. Right. But as far as a whole, these conversations has never been had. They're never happening. But for him to do that and just say that with no regard and to feel like he has no consequences, it's amazing to me, bro. And it's bizarre in a lease, and people need to hold him accountable for that. You know what I'm saying?
Spuddy, did you see his response because he got a lot of criticism, and then did you see his response?
No.
I seen some of it. I've seen some of it, but if you know more about it, then you could please share it, because
basically his response, he essentially was like, you know, we just be joking around over here. We just be clowning. Like, anyone that's sensitive is taking it too personally, because it ain't even like that.
Let me say something. Let me get into something. First of all, that's something I haven't heard since like the 80s or the 90s. African booty scratcher, like that shit that we used to say on the playground as kids. It was a disrespectful term. Basically, we used to hear it said to like any dark-skinned person, or it was disrespectful towards the dark-skinned community. Because, like, I got a lot of cousins, really, really dark-skinned cousins, and, like, even our cousins used to say that to them. Then it led to the other races saying it to all blacks. Then I'm like, oh, this word is basically like the N-word for these other people. And then like now to hear it at this 2025, and another thing is
I remember from Boys in the Hood.
And another thing, of course, yeah. Another thing is like back to what you said. We're not going around asking our women who they date, and I noticed that these essays always worried about their women dating us. So for all you guys, let me just let you know right now. Your aunts, your grandmothers, your mother, your sister, any of them coming home saying, hell no, I would not date a black guy, those are the ones that we are destroying. Just so y'all know. Like, yes, they do. They don't want y'all to know. They're coming to all of our neighborhoods. Come on. You bet not tell Jose, though. So just so y'all fucking know, yes. So you don't even have to ask a question. Do not ask them that question anymore, because yes, they fuck with niggas. They might not say it in fucking public. They might lie on the podcast and say, of course not. But we are destroying your women. And I'm getting disrespectful because I feel like a fucking fool. There was a couple weeks ago, I went on a podcast. I went on a Haters World podcast. Now, I had no clue really about their content. There was an agreement for me to go on there. I was happy to go on there because I look at it like this. I do podcasts. You do podcasts. We do podcasts. We got to go on each other's shows to, one, get our names out there, two, to get our shows out there. So, hell yeah, I'm pulling up. And you gotta realize I'm from the 80s. I'm from like I was a kid in the 80s. So it wasn't no like black brown thing when I was growing up. You got the essays hanging with the brothers, we hanging with them. It was none of that.
We're also from the west side.
From the west side of LA. We're not from Long Beach.
Very diverse.
Very diverse. So like I didn't grow up with that. So like I'm going there on some hell yeah, we fuck with you, you fuck with us. However, I had no idea that we had a lot of these dudes, these suckers getting on these podcasts talking this shit. Because one, I would have never went on there. Two, I would have went on there with a whole nother attitude. I went over there a little more happy than I am. Like, I'm actually on there looking goofy. Like, I'm not no lovey-dovey ass nigga. Had I known, I'd have went up there or not and just been ready, like, nigga, stern.
Did Blue Devils say anything disrespectful to you?
Not. No.
I'm curious as to where this originated.
It's originated from after I left, because I got a call from a couple of the homies. I got a call from Viral. Okay. Viral like, bro, what you doing? Okay. And I'm like, I didn't know. And one thing I'm not going to do, I'm not going to cross enemy lines. And when I say enemy, I mean like, if you don't fuck with somebody, I'm not going to go fuck with them just based on you. So the fact that Viral don't fuck with them, I was like, damn, I feel bad now. And then other people call me like, bro, you looking crazy because these niggas is making these videos saying this and saying this and saying this. So now I'm like in a predicament where I'm like, damn, I got to go back and retract all that shit because I look like a fucking fool. And I just want to say like, man, like, nah, I'm not with all that lovey-dovey. I don't fuck with niggas if they don't fuck with us. So if you don't fuck with us, it's fuck you all day. And that's real shit. And I'm ready to jump out on it.
Can I touch on that before you get in there, Legacy? What I will say, because I have the utmost respect for any culture, any race.
Right.
Prison has made certain people like dislike you for being in that setting. Mm-hmm. So I feel like in a certain type of way, we all have our own prejudices and all that. But at the end of the day, it's like, I respect tradition.
Right.
So if it's their tradition, them dating inside their race, that's even in the Bible. I respect that 1,000%. I have no problem with that.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So my whole thing is about how you say it.
Exactly.
Like, if you're traditional, say, hey, listen, I'm Mexican, I'm a Mexican American, I'm traditional, I only want my sister and my family to deal with me. I wouldn't have no problem with that, because I'm traditional as well, but I get it. It's a new day and age.
Right.
So I don't have no problem with that. But when you're coming in here and you just blatantly don't like black people, because that's a fact. A lot of these dudes, they just don't like black people.
Right.
This is the problem that I have with these particular guys.
Thank you.
And shout out to all the Mexicans in the world, especially my Pisces men and all that. They love our culture.
Right.
Bro. They gonna pay homage. They gonna respect it.
Right.
They're not gonna never use the N-word. No, none of that, bro. They respect our culture. They love their people, and they acknowledge what we done to them and the influence that we have in their life. The problem that I have with these dudes, a particular demographic especially, what they do is they swear they hate us, but it seems like they want to be like it so bad.
Ooh,
I'm
yeah,
just
they
touching it. Ain't nobody else saying it, so you just make it seem it's a difference between traditional and being racist.
Right.
It's two different things.
Two different things.
I have no problem with a person being traditional, bro.
Right.
But when you're being racist, bro, why are you cutting your hair like us then?
Yeah.
Tell them.
If you don't like black people, if you banging NK or you don't like blacks and all that, why are you got 2 earrings in your ear?
Talk to them.
Why are you got blue rags or red rags around your neck, bro?
Talk to them.
Flags, rags, whatever you want to call it.
Gold chains.
The things that you're doing, throwing up gang signs and all this is a fact. This is stimulate from black.
Gold chains. Jordan.
Rapping.
Rap music, rapping, so
Rapping.
on and so forth, wearing Jordans. I could keep going on.
Yeah,
Fitted
keep
hat,
going on.
so on and so forth.
Come on.
Why are you emulating our style?
Give it to them.
Why are you appropriating our you know what I'm saying, our culture if you dislike us that much?
Maybe the dislike comes from the jealousy.
It doesn't even matter what it doesn't even matter where it comes from or what the root of the problem is. Because if you from LA, you know.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I'm not even mad at that, but I'm just saying when you're disrespecting blacks to that point is why are you doing everything that we are doing then? If you hate us or dislike us so bad, please explain that to me though.
They won't.
So take that out.
Really
Take that out. You know what I'm saying?
point.
Take that out the equation and then be your true self, because you can't proclaim to hate black people or dislike black people to the point that you're disrespecting us, but yet our whole culture is you.
Spody, do you feel like because you've been outside for many moons, like you ain't new to this, you true to this. Do you feel like, per my perspective, I feel like this is probably the most peaceful period between black and brown that we've seen in Los Angeles? Like, would you agree or no? Overall, just
I can say yeah and no. I say yeah because it's more like, a lot of ceasefires going on, but no because I feel like again the internet and social media has amplified the problem that we've been going through for decades in LA. And you know what I'm saying? And which is presidency and racism. And it's sad to say, but a lot of this stems from prison. Listen, I tell this story. I'm not gonna be long-winded. I know Legacy want to get in, but I tell this story all the time. I never had one white classmate ever in my life, bro. I never had one where it was only blacks and Mexicans. I'm from the West Side, but it was white teachers. But when I grew up, I wasn't taught racism. Like I used to go eat at my friend, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Jesus' house, like we literally next beans and whatever we eat. He come and eat fried chicken and cornbread. Like this was as kids. I slept over their house. They said we was not taught that.
We was not taught
You
that.
get what I'm saying? So a lot of these problems is stem from the inside and it boils over to the outside. But my whole thing is if it's not like that, then don't, you know what I'm saying? They still trying to hold on to something that's not there. And I think the old school Vatos, they're trying to hold on to something that's not there because they're youngsters, to be honest, fucking with us.
Yeah.
They fuck with us, so that's why they like, and they get mad, bro.
That's kind of my point though, because like if you look, I've never in my life seen as many Mexican Crip and Bloods ever.
Oh,
yeah.
East Coast is a lot of them.
That's super common. I would say for a lot of the hoods in the South Central, it's damn near, if you under 18 years old, I'll say it's almost half and half.
Yeah,
like,
The
new recruitment.
And even and the inverse of that, some lot of Southside hoods got black members.
It's always been like that.
So that's kind of what prompted my statement of there's more unity. But like I think you brought up an interesting thing about social media kind of amplifying these issues that have existed for many generations, but are now just becoming public property. People are becoming aware of it, right?
Yeah. Hell yeah. I want to speak on Santa Ana as far as that goes. When I started going in and out of juvenile hall and jail, the first thing I did, I was asking my big homies like, well, what can I expect when I start going in? Like, this is what you tell me. You're telling me black and you're from Blood L. That's it. I'm like, what does that mean? So when I get up in there, this is the first time I get to the county. Of course, I take my hat off. I look like a Southsider, right? People think I'm Mexican, but I'm Persian. So as soon as I walk in the dorm, the Southsider comes up. Hey, you a homie? I'm like, nah, I'm black. I'm from Blood L. He's like, oh, you need to go talk to the black shot caller over there. I'm like, all right, cool. So I go talk to him. He laced my boots, tell me what's going on, where we pee at, where we poo at. And then this is the first time that I'm actually seeing racism.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
going into the jail system is where you really see it, because out in the streets you don't see it that much.
See that shit, no.
And out here in Santa Ana, the Mexicans are thick out here. I'm talking about thick.
Yeah.
And when I was going in and out, like every street you go down, there's Mexican neighborhood. Mexican neighborhoods. There's only 4 black neighborhoods out here. You know what I'm saying? It's Bloodell, there's Shelley Street, the Watergates,
Shout out to
hoods.
homies from
You know what I'm
Watergate,
saying?
yup.
So yeah, it used to go down out here, and I'm realizing, okay, this it's about to go up.
Right.
And as soon as I get there, I start seeing, okay, we don't get along with the Mexicans. We didn't get along with them in the streets, but we didn't get now we're not getting along in the jail system. And that's, you know, when the first riot popped off, and I started to see, so it started to kick in to me like, damn, there is actually people that are racist out there.
There is.
You know, but then you got other people that come in there that aren't racist.
Right.
They come in there,
It's
they aren't
goofy.
racist,
They
but
not
they
with
gotta
that, bro.
follow
They
suit
not
though.
with
You have
that,
to.
yeah.
You gotta follow suit.
Like
You
I
gotta
was telling you
program.
guys last week about when I said you go in there and you can't talk to Abraham. I can't talk to Abraham. That's a real story. When I said Abraham, I can't talk to you, and I'm in here. It's literally a Mexican family that lived right across the street from me. You had Abraham, Malacio, Raina, and Erica. Raina was my girlfriend.
Yeah, and
I used to get out of school and we'd fucking be scamming for 2 hours.
The thing about the Mexicans too, the Mexicans love the blacks deep down
How
inside.
can you not?
I feel like that
How
because
can you
especially
not?
when I was locked up, you can't sit at the same tables, can't eat together, can't do this and that. But concert night comes around. Concert night, everybody shut up. Everybody shut up. Radio. Start. Each cube gets to sing their song and shit.
Right.
The Mexicans always love
Do black
the blacks.
songs, yeah.
They're rapping the black songs.
Right.
You know, they admire the culture, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes this shit just gets misconstrued and it comes out of fear.
Now, let me ask one question to our guests. So, on our way here, we had a conversation. A runner was calling me to meet up with him, and he seen Lush was on the phone. And he mentioned...
Shout out to my brother running, man.
So, he mentioned that somebody was looking for you. What was that about? He said, hey, I don't know the story. Can you please tell me? Because he said somebody...
You talking about the fade in the park?
He got some Southsiders looking for him. I don't know about it.
It wasn't nobody looking for me more than I was looking for anybody
So who
else.
was he talking about? Because he says his essay homies is looking for you. Can you elaborate on that story for our friends that don't know?
He was being funny because ain't no essays looking for me because I'm outside in a barrio all day long. You feel me?
Yeah, but you know what I can say about the Southsiders and the Mexican people is that they are great people. They're good people. I got love for the raza for sure. I got love for the Mexican peoples. And the thing about it is, this shit need to stop. All the racism, all shit need to stop. Come together. Let's get money, and that is what it is.
I mean, look, whatever narrative people are trying to push nowadays, I'll say this: like where I grew up, it was all races together. I'm from West Los Angeles. You feel me?
Sir.
And it was always different races politicking together. Yeah, there might be some things that go down between individuals. I done had my little issues with certain people of whatever, but that don't mean that it's a blanket. I ain't throwing the same tiger blanket over all Mexicans. I ain't throwing the same blanket over all Crips or Bloods. It ain't like that. You feel me? If you have a problem with an individual,
case by case basis, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Hey, Lush, I got a question
and
for you.
y'all know I fuck with the essays heavy. You feel me?
Can I say this? Can I say this before we segue though? That's cool. I'll secondhand all that, but that's cool and fine and dandy. But what I will say is though, I already feel disrespected, bro. Even though I push peace, bro, and I do. When I mean I push peace, I push peace. I just don't tolerate no disrespect.
No.
But whatever dude name is, I believe is Lucky or whatever. Yeah. Bro, I need that. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Go ahead.
I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. Hey, listen, bro.
One-on-one heads up.
One-on-one heads up. However you want it, we can put on the
MMA.
gloves. Listen, MMA. Matter of fact, I need MMA style because not only I want to put my hands on you, I want to put my feet on you as well.
Whip his feet. feet.
elbows, feet, knees,
you know
all
what I'm saying?
that.
You go ahead, you know what I'm saying? You go ahead and represent for the raw side, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna put on for the brothers, and we can do this, and we can show everybody, you know what I'm saying? It don't need to lead to violence, and we can still,
hell yeah.
you an OG, I'm OG, we could, you know what I'm saying, come handle like men, you know what I'm saying, and get a bag out of it. Y'all
Come
put
on,
something
Lucky.
up over there. It seems like y'all getting a little money. Y'all put something up over there,
Hey.
and we gonna put something up over there, and let's come together. Don't turn it down.
Don't turn it down, Lucky.
Don't turn it down.
Don't turn it down. You got called out.
Don't turn it down. I need that, bro.
Go ahead.
Hey, what if we find some sponsors?
Yes.
5G purse guaranteed for each participant, and an additional 5Gs for the winner.
5Gs ain't enough.
No, it ain't enough.
I say that off the
What
bat.
we thinking?
But it's a 10.
10
Excuse
Gs. What's the
We
number?
need 10 at
At
least.
least 10,
You
bro.
need 10 at least.
Yeah.
At least 10.
We talking about
25 to
10.
50, bro. We talking 25 to 50 minimum, bro. That's
a lot.
Minimum.
So 25
I don't think he.
This man has
I don't think
You know
he
what I'm
got that. I don't
Yeah,
think they got
that's
that
a
over
lot.
there, bro. But if
That's-
we get the sponsorship, because
we
to
could
be
get
honest
it.
with you, I want to sock on you for free. But
No,
if we could, you know what I'm saying?
we don't.
No, listen, listen.
That's real talk,
I'll
bro.
take on for my culture, bro. That we do this every day for free. So I mean, we could get a bag out of it. I mean, so be it. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk numbers when the sponsors get in. But as far as right now, let's go and get that out the way first. Then we can play with it a little later, man.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
And the thing is this, like, and shouts to Lucky, respect to him. He from Highland Park. Over there, they don't even beef with black gangs.
Come on,
Highland
bro.
Park.
Ain't no blacks over there for them.
For beef with.
You're talking about Highland Park, like past.
Nella, Northeast LA.
Oh, you talking about Northeast? I thought you were talking about Highland Park here in L.A.
Now that, you thinking of Huntington Park?
You talking about Huntington Park?
Yeah,
about
which
going
is
down on
South Central.
Saturn and all that.
Which
Yeah,
is
that's
a
HP.
completely different. Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
yeah, that's a different neighborhood.
Oh, Highland Park, Northern.
Yeah, he
or
from
North.
Nella. So, but historically, there's been racial tension over there, so it's like a different thing. And you know, I would hopefully this right here could show two stand-up members from their sections catching a fade and handling it like men, and then afterwards it's love. You feel
Shake
me?
it all.
That's what
Hey,
you-
Lucky, you better not turn that down. You on the spot now, buddy.
Don't turn it down.
Now, you was gonna ask Lush something.
Yeah,
Soon.
Lush. What's up? What's going on, Lush? You guys been talking about my boy like all the time on No Jumper, so we gotta dive into this and find out what's going on. My boy just got out and he did his interview over there, and since then, almost every episode I've been seeing y'all talk. Not just you,
everyday
but
conversation.
It's everyday conversation.
Everyday conversation.
Spoetyface is in the convo, and you know, obviously with the blessings of y'all, I would like to ask some questions.
Go right ahead,
Absolutely.
brother. Let's
Absolutely.
go. Get into it.
So Spoety, obviously, Fo Extra, your cousin, biologically, or y'all are close. You feel me? Like like that's family right there. Do you feel like that Adam 22 was overly disrespectful when it came to the accident and the unfortunate situation that happened at 4 Extra?
To be honest, I was locked up for it, so I really didn't get to say. I mean, I really didn't get to see everything, like every episode or what was going on and transpired. From what I get of it, as far as like King Pill, and, Munchie and all them, I guess they was cracking jokes or whatever the case is. We have two different perspectives on it. He feel like he had a personal relationship, with Adam or whatever the case was. So he like, man, if we got a personal relationship, I'm not gonna never line you up with somebody and let them speak ill of you, or what I'm saying, even make light of a situation that was, almost life threatening or life life
Life-altering, 100%.
But on the other side, I can't see where Adam. Now, I try to explain to him. I mean, that's a business, man. That's a business. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? But I do see both parts. Like I said, like I don't agree with everything that goes on up there, but I get it because at the end of the day, it's a business, and not only that, it's like Adam's not a part of the culture, bro.
No.
We allow him to be a part of the culture. He makes money off the culture, but he also give a lot of people opportunities, that's from the culture. So I say I can say like I see both sides.
What was your initial thoughts when Adam was first like rocking with Fo Extra, co-signing him, and he was a part of the platform? What was your initial thoughts of that whole thing?
I loved it. In all honesty, and that's crazy. This exclusive right here too.
Go ahead,
because
get
I
him.
never
No, we really talking, bro.
No,
It's
listen.
a combo.
In all honesty, the court. you know, the conversations I used to have with my cousin is like, you know, it's trying to get them to understand, like, bro, like, even though you're not feeling or you're not messing with, I like to see the bigger picture. Yeah. In my personal opinion, I'm not speaking for Forrest, I'm speaking for me. And my personal opinion is you could have been way bigger. This man got all the opportunity. If you, like I was saying, if you're messing with him, you in there. You in there, bro. He got all the connections. You know what I'm saying? Anything that you want to do, I'm talking about, from production to film to whatever commercial sponsors, promotions, whatever. He's in a position to give you that. Right. Just by you associating yourself with him, just by you being around that, it's access granted. Man, you get what I'm saying? But not only that, if you really look on it as far as like this YouTube space and the pod, you know what I'm saying, the podcasting world like the three, four biggest ones is they white men. Yeah. And they all fuck with each other. Yeah. They all friends. Yeah. So not telling him to not stand on business, because if you believe what you believe, bro, stand on business. But if you're gonna be in this world and you're gonna be around this, it's a certain way you gotta move. Sometime, you know what I'm saying, I'm not saying like nigga settle for nothing or you know what I'm saying, take what you know what I'm saying, what another person putting out. To me, my personal opinion, you supposed to got right with him, bro, because at the end of the day, it's like, I'm not gonna say you need him, but having that connection, bro, the sky was the limit. Right. Okay. And Adam was like, whether the antics and all that, I don't care. Like, Adam was like, it was opportunity, bro. I'm gonna just say that it was opportunity there, bro.
Let me say something. I think because during that time, I was on there probably once every week, and after that happened, I was supposed to go in on that following Monday. Josh hit me up. And for some reason, I wasn't in the mood. I just didn't feel like going because I was doing something else. However, I knew that was going to be the number one topic. And what I didn't want to do was go on there and hear a bunch of jokes. Like, you know, people, because, like, for some reason, I'm getting comments and seeing online and seeing on Instagram a lot more clown shit than serious shit. I'm seeing niggas making songs and niggas is making memes, and I'm just like, yo, I'm not for that bullshit because I know how hard it was for him. Because that's your friend in real life. And that's a friend. So my problem with that was, I think, because even Wack asked Adam, he said, bro, why didn't you just have Bro Rogan on here to defend 4Extra? Yeah. And and Adam's answer was, he wouldn't sit here with Munchie. Bro, I don't have no problem with Munchie. I don't understand why he would think that. I'm not affiliated. But I think it's, you know, who's my folks. But I'm a grown ass man. I could have sat there, and I think that would have made Extra feel a little better had I been there and shut some of that he keying down, because I would have let niggas know, hold on, like, at the end of the day, like, y'all might be laughing and thinking, but like, this is a serious situation over on that side. So I think he would have felt better had somebody been there just to defend him, not necessarily fight for him, but just to be like, nah, we're not doing that, laughing and all that shit.
So before that even happened, like, the initial issue that 4Extra had with Adam was the fact that he was trying to line up the King Pill versus 4Extra Fade. Mm-hmm. Right. So, and he was like, why are you giving light to this guy that doesn't deserve it? Why are you putting his name even in the same stratosphere as mine? And now, to be fair, from No Jumper's perspective, this did seem like, and I'm not like defending Adam, but like I could understand where his mind was at this time. Yeah, this is an easy win for 4Extra as far as a fade is concerned. You know what I'm saying? Like, for an easy win, I think. Let me
say something. Let me say something. I want to interject right there.
Hold on. But King Pill was like a fake 4Extra. That was the problem. Go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like you never know how the fight would have turned out. First of all,
this is true too. You're right.
You can't count any man out. First of all. Let's say that. And then 4Extra was too big, I feel like, for a King Pill. Right. Like I was gonna help train 4Extra.
Y'all gave King Pill life.
But yeah, Adam was trying to build. True. Hey, am I right, Lush? Was Adam trying to build him? Or because he didn't have the traction already. 4 Extra was on a different
I'll say this:
than he
was Adam trying to build him, but before Spoetyface, gives his insight. I'll say this: yes, Adam was trying to build King Pill, but he had way more invested in the success of 4 Extra.
4 Extra, exactly.
So what I would say it's 2 things that I want to point out. First and foremost, like. The whole thing with him and Adam, I mean, that's cool. Like I said, I understand both sides. But I just want to point out, like I be trying to get people to understand, you know what I'm saying? That it's not because we having our differences now. I always try to explain to them, like, listen, bro, I have a real job. I go to work. You think I like all my bosses? It's not this specific job that I'm in. Cause I love my boss. Sorry to my bosses, but like I'd have had jobs before. I didn't like but I'm not rich,
right?
So I can't just F you, I quit.
Right, no.
You see what I'm saying? This is real life. This is day to day, and that's why I be trying to get certain people to understand. Like, we not in a position right now. This the best. I know you want this $50 an hour, but right now we got to settle for this 30.
Right.
Because at our position, we not qualified. You get what I'm saying? We not qualified, and not only that, it's like, you know what I mean? This is the best it's gonna get right now until we either go to school or until we get a promotion. You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm trying to get under. Everybody be feeling like the grass is green, and not even saying that. That's unfortunate because I know him because this is my blood cousin, bro. He just wanted to. He don't care about the money. He wanted to stand on business and principle, and I respect him for that because in that aspect, he's a better man than I am.
Right.
Okay. He's a better man than I am because he's standing on business. No matter he don't care how much money involved and whatever the case, and that's what I be trying to get him to understand. You get what I'm saying, to see the bigger picture. But so I say, as far as that aspect, he's a better man than I, because I wouldn't have been able to. I would have had to. I'm gonna keep it a band. That is too much opportunity there, and this is what I want to do.
Right.
You said this is what I wanted to do, so I would have had to get. I would have like, hold up, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got to get this right. Not saying that I would have begged him or everything. I'm like, me and Adam would have had to get an understanding
or a backup plan.
Yeah, that's one. Second, I don't think, and this is my personal opinion, I don't think my cousin was too big for King Pill. You say that. I don't believe that, because when you're talking about $50,000, it don't matter to me. In my personal opinion, that's life-changing money. Even though Forrest had that, he didn't have that a couple times. Like he get his bread. But me personally, I don't think no man, and this is in this perspective, I don't think no man is bigger than no man. I don't care how many followers you got. I don't care what your buzz is. I don't care how you in the algorithm and all. That's just my personal opinion, my aspect of life. And I don't care if you went and got a nobody. You talking about $50,000?
Right.
I would have had, me personally, I would have had to take that. But again,
I would.
No, but listen. But this is my personal opinion. Again, for instance, he stand on what he stand on. So you know what I mean. I can't get mad at him for doing that as well. But my personal opinion, I don't think the clout shit mean nothing. If it don't matter, 50,000, I would have to take that, bro.
Do you think that at a certain point, maybe like people like Kevin Gates reaching out to him kind of created a little bit of confusion as to where he was like, oh, maybe there's a way bigger bag at the end of this situation, which didn't exist?
Well, that Kevin Gates situation came way after the fact.
Not really. No, it didn't.
He came to the hospital, right?
Yeah, that was like in the midst of the, because like,
oh yeah, you're right.
So originally,
he was at the hospital.
His original issue where he was like, "Yo, Adam, what the fuck is you talking about?" was the King Pill fight.
You're right.
But within like a week and a half of that, the unfortunate incident occurred, which led to, and then from an outside perspective, it seemed like, okay, these people like Kevin Gates, and I'm not blaming Kevin Gates, shouts to him, but there are people that are big superstars in the game and that are kind of like, hey, showing something that may be construed as a light at the end of the tunnel, that is an alternative path to fucking with Adam. Do you think that kind of maybe caused some confusion?
I mean, I can't speak for him, but I mean, it's a possibility. I know it was plenty of opportunities that he had, and people was reaching out to him while he was in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? Saying that they was going to work with him, and they had opportunities for him as well. So it could have been. I don't want to say exactly yes, because again, I'm not in his mind, and I don't want to speak for him. But what I will say is, you know, what I will say is if he want to continue this path, you know what I'm saying, and be in this type of business, you got to open doors. You can't close them.
Yeah.
And that's just, and I just, to me, I see it. Like I see it for what it's worth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is, bro. Everybody get into it. Everybody gonna start controversy. A lot of this shit not real. You know what I'm saying? It's all for clout. But see, the thing about Foresh is he take it, the content, like a lot of us do, because you gotta understand, we come from we just both got out.
We're from the street.
We don't even notice, like, you know what I'm saying, when people lining up and like, bro, it's just content. Like, oh, like, huh, what the fuck you mean? What you say? Like, I'm like,
talking about?
You know what I'm saying? Like so when we be coming out of prison, we program and wired a whole different way. So I think it's taking him a little more time to adjust to, man, it's just content, man. It really ain't. I'm just coming at you because you got a hot name, and everything that's associated with you or hashtag or atting you is getting more comments and like. And I don't think he's up to speed with the internet game.
You're right.
He's viral. He know he's viral. He know he do numbers. He know he could have them pile in there, but I don't think he understands. And I still, yet to this day, I don't be understanding it, but now I'm getting it a little bit more now that I'm trying to take it serious as far as this content world, bro.
And that's crazy, because I was once, and this is when I first started doing the internet shit, I had a certain individual who has a name. I'm not gonna get into that specifics, but who, when we finished doing my show, he called me. He said, "You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go on Clubhouse. I'm gonna just wreck you. I'm gonna talk shit about your name, have everybody talking about you, and then we gonna be going at each other, and then we had an episode drop a week after, you know, everybody see we going at it." So at first I'm like, hell yeah, let's do that. But then I start thinking about it. I be outside. Like, what if I'm somewhere and the people who don't take this who think this content shit is serious behind me, and they fuck with him? I'm getting busted in my head because these niggas thinking this content beef is real. So I'm like, I call in the back like, nah, I'm not for that. Like, I can't fake beefs online, because that's for some people who stay online. I'm not always online. Like I said, I'm outside going, enjoying my life. So like, I can't do something only that only you and I would know is fake, and then the internet would believe it's real, because the niggas on the internet be niggas just like me who still outside, and like, I'm not willing to get my head bust open for some fake beef.
No, that's a good point. But you could tell when there's certain people that are not about content, and that's when I look at Spoety. Like, he not making content.
No.
Everything he says is from the heart. I've seen Spoety evolve and become more like conscious, and you know what I mean, like really just on some Black Power shit. Like, and I really respect it. We've seen Spoety's entire trajectory the past few years. We've seen him evolve. Now, one thing I never saw was you and Flow Extra not be on accordance, like on the same, you know, have the same, I don't want to say agenda, but or opinion or whatever it is. Like, y'all always seem like y'all's on the same accord. Now with this Pcbabydraco situation recently, we saw a deviation from that. You know what I mean? What are your thoughts on that? And especially now that Pcbabydraco's paperwork is leaked, like, what do you think about all this?
This is the first time I spoke about this on record.
Let's go.
Your podcast.
Man.
Where else?
I say, to be honest with you, I'm heartbroken, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's my cousin. At the end of the day, that's my dog. That was my brother. But the reason why I said I'm heartbroken is because the relationship, the bond that we once had, it could never be again, bro. So, you know, that's why I'm heartbroken. Like, you know, when you, like, brothers, we fight, and you know, you disagree and you don't get along, even taking it to the backyard. I wish he was healed up right now, bro. 'Cause he know, like bro, we could have just took it in the backyard or whatever the case is, and I know he would have did that with no hesitation. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's just the only thing about that is just, you know what I'm saying, I feel like we just at the point of like just no return, you know what I'm saying? That's what break my heart, you know what I'm saying, the most, because of people in our family. Like, we leaders are amongst men, you know what I'm saying, in our neighborhoods, and then also in our family. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of this is you know, it's disappointing to the elders in our family, You know what I'm saying? Our sisters, you know what I'm saying?
A lot of women over there.
Yeah, you know, so that's why if you see me on social media, I never went out, I never said nothing, I never even went to the other dude, like, you know what I'm saying? I just kept it in house, but like that's the only part I'm heartbroken about, because it can never be again. But as far as our trajectory, I would say we always been on two different paths. I say I've been on a different path than him since maybe 2018 when I first, you know what I'm saying, I found the truth. You know, everybody know I'm Hebrew Israelite. Like once I came into the truth, I was always like, you know what I'm saying, I just had 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Once I just came into it in full, like it was always that. But like I said, that was my brother. You know what I mean? So right or wrong, I'm rolling with you. Like right or wrong, like it don't matter. Like we gonna worry about the other stuff later. You know what I'm saying? But right now, I'm with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that was just, you know, like I say, that was a crushing blow. But you know, like I said, man,
why does it have to be a permanent thing? Why can't y'all, like you said, there's no way to get past this?
Nah, like I feel like once you, like, even if he didn't go online and, you know what I'm saying, and do that, like it would have been over anyway. But once you publicly, like,
cross the line.
Nah, not even cross the line, because he didn't cross no line. He chose a side. Like once you publicly go choose a side and it's not me, when I would have died for you, bro. It changed my heart forever, and I can't even fake that. Like that shit crushed me, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
it crushes me to hear that.
It's not worth it, in my opinion. And I know I have no place to speak on this. I just like I want to see y'all together, because I know the power of that. So I'm not gonna say it's not worth it. It's not my place to speak on something of that magnitude or gravity. But I'll just say that, like, the two of y'all together, which is how the first time I seen Faux Extra's name, it was Faux Extra and Spoetyface.
Right. Yeah.
We haven't even seen them on an interview together either, ever. Right?
Like, yeah, but yeah, like I said, I'm over it now. But like, those are, like, to me, those are the things that I that's why it could just never be. Like, I feel like it was just the ultimate, bro. Like it's over with, bro.
That hurts so hard, because,
and then, but look, you know, it's crazy, because the worst part about this is I feel like not being able to respond.
Why you feel like you can't respond?
Because at the end of the day, it's like, that's still my family. I represent my family, bro. I represent my last name. So even though you want to do some goofy stuff and troll and pull up with that's cool. I was the person. I was the bearer of the jokes. Oh, he ain't got no say so. He ain't. Everybody from LA, everybody from they know what's up.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like even to the old dude, you know what I mean, that's trying to kickstart his career off of my name as well, in a wheelchair. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I could have answered that. I could have put something out. I'm cool, bro. Go ahead. The women in my family asking me, like, nah, bro, please, like, don't. That's your family. Like, I'm gonna respect that. So I just, like I said, I'm built on different morals and principles. Like, I'm traditional, I'm old school, I'm old fashioned. So I respect the people in my family, women in my family. So you do what you do. You want to take shots and trolling on, go ahead. I'm not going to respond to that. And
bro, it's crazy because, like I was saying, you and I have had this conversation. Yeah. And I already knew where you stood, and like that's why I was like, I was never going to bring it up here. But I'm glad you were able to come on, because there was a lot of people hitting me up, asking, "Hey man, what's going on?" And I was like, one day you will get the story from Spoety's
and I mean
side.
No disrespect.
And now this is the first time he was able to speak on it, and I'm glad you were able to do it on our platform instead of going on Adam or whatever.
No, this is your shit.
This is the Rillaz Podcast, RILLAZ.
Do you feel like because like where y'all are from and just, you know, who y'all are, there's certain stigmas that where people that weren't a part of a community, you know, they'd be able to potentially move past a disagreement of this nature, but because y'all are who y'all are, you know what I'm saying, y'all are members, and make it more difficult?
No, not to me, because at the end of that's my blood cousin.
Right.
the hood stuff ain't got nothing to do with anything. Right. It's just me personally. That's like the ultimate betrayal, bro.
Yeah.
Like we can never, like, you chose a side. Stay there, bro. It's never coming back. There can never be any more of us, bro. That's a fact, bro. That is a fact. That's the only thing that I'm crushed about, because we had potential, bro. Like, when we was kids, we was sleeping in the same bed with each other, playing and stuff like that. Like, we had planned, like, growing up, our kids gonna play together and all that. And we was on that way. Like, for you to do that, for you to, like, bro, embrace somebody who a child molester and doing all this, and you going to bat for him and sneaking him over there to the hood and, like, just putting on a public display a disrespect to your own folks, like your own flesh and blood. To me, that's different. You're a different individual. I can no longer trust you. I can no longer mess with you. I have no respect for you at all, because it don't matter. At the end of the day, whatever he said, whatever he did, I was going to support him 1,000%, period.
Do you think that because now obviously all gang members go through a lot of trauma. Everybody deals with losses, like everybody sees horrible things that no human being should have to endure. Do you think that because this fool went through such a traumatic incident earlier this year, that might have made his mentality a little bit different, as it were? Like, do you cut him a little bit of slack or grace based on that? You see what I'm saying, though?
Knowing, till he, going through that life changing experience, maybe it did. I'm pretty sure it did. Right. But as far as with the grace, I forgive everybody. I say this all the time, like, how can I not forgive you? Or if you apologize to me, how can I not accept your apology or forgive you, show true forgiveness when I pray every day and I ask the Most High to forgive me? What type of man would that be? So I absolutely forgive him. But as far as like the treason and the nah. Nah, we can never come back. And I forgive him for all that, but it's like that you showed me something that you just showed me something, bro. Yeah. And that's Damn.
Well, I got a question.
Go ahead.
Before this happened, did you talk to him before you posted on the Instagram?
Yeah, we definitely had conversations. We definitely have conversations.
Okay, so y'all had a dialogue going before you put the Instagram saying that you don't want Draco over there.
I mean, yeah, we definitely had a conversation. I won't say into what depth, but we had a conversation. He didn't like my answer, and what I'm saying, it escalated from there. But if you notice, Draco don't go nowhere besides that parking lot in that apartment building, and they sneak him over there, bro. This is a fact. When I say the Crenshaw, I'm from the Avenues, bro. He don't be nowhere in Lamarck Park, nowhere Crenshaw. If you from LA, Crenshaw District and all that down there by the freeway and all that. That's what they want to do down there and all that. Y'all
it's a whole other side.
That's a whole nother. But shout out to the D. Them my brothers. I'm saying, my bros and my G homies over there as well, my little homies. But other than that, nigga, y'all do that. But if you notice, when they pulling up, ain't nobody. You got 1-2 people that they just caught up in the video. Like, oh, I'm already in the video. You don't see nobody in the videos. Ain't nobody rocking with that. You gotta pay attention to what's going on. But I just don't speak on it, because if you really from LA, if you from 40, like you know. He not doing none of that no more. Man, listen, bro. Right. Like I said,
don't let the internet get
confused. Come on, man. Like I said, when you pulling up over there.
Perspective is unfortunate that this is one of the most prominent eras we've seen as far as y'all particular community, like the 40s, as far as mainstream success. You got X-Fo is going crazy. You got, what I'm saying? There's many different individuals I can name that all had their own motion or still got their own motion. And then to see this internal conflict is kind of counterintuitive to that, right? Like,
yeah, it definitely is. You know what I'm saying? It's sad at the same time, but at the end of the day, it's like, it's just, man, I don't know. To be honest with you, it's like when you from a big neighborhood, like people, I think it's not really how people try to portray it to be. But what I will say is, and I think everybody agree, and this is a prime example of me and my cousin, the differences that me and him have. We stronger together.
Yeah.
We could have been bigger together. Like if all, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. So I would just say that, like, as a lesson learned. Like
Kobe, Shaq.
We can't never get on one accord, and that's why I push the way I push, bro. because it's bigger than me, and you know what I'm saying, it's bigger than us. That's why I try to get as many as people on one accord as possible, because we stronger together. So people always try to take away from the message. Oh, it's this, you know what I'm saying, it's that. It's like, if we all come together, bro, we can strike a mighty blow, bro. Right. But when we all together, it's like this. What's the most you can do with an open hand? Slap somebody? Right. But if you come together, you know what I'm saying, you ball your fist up. Bam. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
Giving that game again, though.
Come on, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but it like I said, what I will say, it's sad because me, Extras, Doty, Runner, X4, Big Runner, you know what I'm saying? So and so forth, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Breezy.
Oh my God.
If we was all on the same page, it could have been crazy.
That shit would have been crazy.
That's my point.
I agree.
Yeah, but fortunately, you know, it's more people, you know what I'm saying? It's more people that's on the up and coming. So yeah, we're gonna be highlighting that as well though. But you know,
Hopefully, look. My final thought is, I would, you know, my prayers are with all of y'all. You feel me? I wish nothing but success for everybody. And you know, if there's ever a reunion, that'll be a beautiful thing. But even if that don't happen, due to whatever's going on, I still am rocking with all y'all.
Okay,
I appreciate that.
Thank you. Now, that was brilliant. All of that. I'm glad we got that out. Now, I want to get a little questions over to our guests. Now, you have been going up like crazy on the internet lately, and there's two situations that I was thinking of that I wanted to throw your way. But I'm going to start off with the whole situation with your lady, because you know I've gone out with you guys before. We've been karaoke, and I came to your little luncheon where with the Palestine versus the Israel battle. So, you know, we were at, what was that music fest we were at with the Plug and all you guys? Yep. And we back, you know, we got all access passes, so I'm chilling with you guys. But so there was some beef with you and her, and I seen you on the internet actually crying.
A baby. Of course, because me and my bitch love each other.
Do they?
Lots of men cry.
Okay,
yeah,
I didn't know that.
Me and my bitch, we still
sound like you ain't never cried before.
I cried last night.
That's what I'm an emotional person.
Yeah, I almost cried during this nigga's beat. I had the whole back. I'm like, hold on, nigga.
My bitch been mad at me the past few weeks and absolutely torturing me, and I kind of deserve it because I've been like torturing her for like a few years. What did this particular?
Yeah, well, I'm asking. I know. I just in case the audience doesn't.
She got kind of upset that I was on a podcast called Goblin. It's a big podcast. Y'all know me, Goblin.
Shout out Goblin. Get the Rillaz on there.
And I kind of was a little bit
tipsy.
Not beyond me. Of course, I was fucked up, but I was a little bit too
personal.
Yeah, I got a little bit too personal with certain things, and framed her in a light that she felt like wasn't fair. And I kind of agree, because overall I do try to frame her in a great light, but you know the way the nature of the way the internet
yeah, I was about to say they want the juice.
Oh, Lush say something nice about his bitch, that ain't gonna get no traction. But Lush say his bitch did this or that, that's gonna get traction. So I talked about you know, a little drug fueled altercation that we had, and it wound up going stupid viral.
Okay.
She was hurt by that, understandably so. So I kind of, you know, I've been eating shit until I can reach the asshole. You feel me? So for the past few weeks.
Okay, and there was one more thing I want to speak on. I saw you on MacWap show.
Oh yeah.
And the boys was on your ass, bro. They you spoke on drug use. And they really got on your ass about that. And my whole thing is, I don't want to know what you do personally as far as drugs and all of that. But do you ever get offended when people try to make a joke about it, and you knowing that everyone delves in their own drugs? Because I always trip.
No, offended?
Yeah.
Bro.
They were on your ass.
Let me explain something.
Yeah, come on. Take them glasses off. Let's see
There's nothing that anybody could say to me that will hurt my feelings.
I don't believe that, but go ahead.
That anybody can say to me that I don't already think worse about myself times 100. Damn. I have been through pitiful, incomprehensible demoralization. You feel me? There is nothing you could say to me that I don't already think about myself.
You mean demoralize a thing
worse.
like Baron Davis choking?
No, I've never done anything gay. You feel me? But like I felt really, really bad about myself, and I've been at like the lowest level of depravity, and like felt really low. So like, nah, like worse. What affects me is when the other people in my life get affected by it. Like my girl getting affected by the shit that people saying, that affects me.
Right.
I don't give a fuck what you say about me.
Same way.
And if my girl didn't care what y'all said about me, it wouldn't affect me either. She give a fuck. My partners give a fuck. People give a fuck. No. The tears came from because I'm emotional. Because like I thought my bitch was finna leave me, so I cried because I was sad. That's like pretty normal. You feel me? Like I don't have shame about my emotions. But it's because I'm emotionally intelligent. You know what I mean? Like I don't have shame about that. If I felt emotionally compelled, I would cry right now. There's nothing.
We don't need you to.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like what it comes down to, that doesn't offend me, and the words of other men, women, children, misperceptions. You could say complete lies about me. None of that affects me.
Got it.
It's hard having a big following, you know, and having.
Well, that's kind of part of it.
And having a lady, because you deal with a lot of bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
And she's an amazing, like, she's a great artist for herself. She's been in the public eye for many moons as well.
Shout out to her.
Shout out to her. Shout out to Germ Free, aka Bang Bang. She's been doing her thing. So, understandably, my whole thing is, I kind of made a mistake. I was like, I think we both super controversial figures, so I didn't really think that my controversy would affect her emotionally.
Well, it did. I'm glad you got up here to apologize, man.
So,
Bang, that's she cool, man.
No, she's a great person, and like she moved on, like a lot of the same struggles, drug addictions and shit. She moved on from. I'm still in the midst of it. You feel me? I'm still strung out. I'm still fucked up. Right. I just happen to be sufficiently intelligent enough to express myself to be able to, like, you know, be okay on podcasts and make a living, and I could string a few words together on the microphone over a beat.
Bro, we all have our struggles, man.
Yeah, no, but I have no filter when it come to that.
Like Gilbert Arenas.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, but her on the other hand is a little bit different. So like me subjecting her to that same scrutiny, I do feel bad about that.
It's all good, man.
Well, what I will say, man, you definitely in my thoughts and prayers, you and your family, and the monkey on your back, man. It's only there, man, as long as you want it to be there. As soon as you surrender, man, get ready to get straight. And you know you got a whole team around you, a lot of people that love you and respect you, man. And will be there for you, man. But with that being said, though, what's up with your boy Poetic, man?
Man,
Flacco?
Oh yeah,
yeah. That's what we're gonna talk about.
He said we were gonna get killed.
Oh well, okay.
Yeah,
so
what's up with him?
Okay, so when I was wilding out the other day, I'm inviting fades. I'm welcoming fades in MacArthur Park at this moment. I'm not welcoming current fades. At that moment, I was welcoming fades.
Crazy.
So like, I'm like,
you just went to the park.
They just wanted people.
I don't gotta drive there.
Oh, you
I don't gotta drive there. It's right
literally
there.
out the window.
Went live and was like, "Yo, I'm here. Let's have fades."
Not,
Yeah.
Yes and no.
Yes.
It didn't start with that. It started with me falling victim to the comments and the disrespect. So I'm like, yeah. And I'm looking. I wanted to die. I didn't care if I died at that moment.
I think that's
like
silly.
so. Like, what a big set. Let's meet up. You want to meet up and die? You feel me? That's literally.
But why would you, not to cut you off? But why would you say like you felt like you didn't want to be here?
That's what I asked him in the car.
I don't really like. I mean, like, to be honest with you, I don't really care about living a long life for real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if we're being completely honest. Like,
Wait, you don't care about living a long life?
No.
Well, that's crazy, because you know once you die, it's done. But don't you want to live as long as possible?
I would like to.
After this.
I would like to, but then like
it's definitely something after this, but.
I believe there is something after this as well, and I'm a man of God. You feel me? Like, with that being said,
I hope so.
I was when you know, white boys be stupid as hell.
I was in
the self-deprecation moment. I was like, and I'm like, fuck it. Who wants it? Because let's die. Because that's how I felt at that moment.
You was on your big side shit.
And people saying they want to link up, but they not. Then somebody else said he wanted to link up. I said, for sure. pull up. Apparently he from somewhere. You feel me? Like another conversation. We can get into that, right? I am going live. I'm messaging him. I'm saying, pull up. Where you at? Where you at? I'm at this corner right now. He didn't show up. Hours later, I guess he had gone there, made a video after he wasn't live, like after he had been there, you feel me? And then was like, oh, I went to No, I don't play about that shit. I'm like, all right, for sure. You went to my shit. I'm going to go to your shit. I see the intersection in your Instagram bio.
This nigga crazy.
I see where you from. It's 4 a.m.
Would you tell them where you pulled up to, please?
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
No.
Yeah, we don't gotta like.
Don't extend
because
it.
I already
that's the whole
talked to
point
50
of the
people from that hood and made it. You feel
okay.
me? I went to a reputable neighborhood in South Central. You feel me?
Right.
Like you feel me in a reputable blood hood.
Okay.
And I went
no, we don't have to do it. But go ahead.
I went to go, you feel me? It wasn't, and I didn't diss they hood.
No.
And I wasn't dissing Bloods.
And you didn't even know he was from a gang until you seen in his bio, right?
Yeah, it wasn't about
it wasn't no gang shit.
It wasn't
That's
about
why I
the
said,
gang. You feel me? It was about where he was at.
Right.
And I knew where I was going because I'm from the city. But like, and I don't want to get, out of respect for the platform, I don't want to bring certain negativities. But I went there and I went looking for him. You feel me? Like, he wasn't, it's like 4 a.m. He wasn't outside. You feel me?
Who the fuck did you think was outside at 4 a.m. though?
Hey, once again, you go somewhere in LA, like somebody gonna be there, and it's not that nobody was there. There's people there. You feel me? There's people there. Again, I'm not trying to, especially out of respect for what Spoetyface said, because I would be a lot more detailed. But Spoetyface said, so I'm not finna say this or that, or you feel me? It was what it was. I went there. You feel me? Then he wasn't outside. I dipped. The next day, him and I wound up talking. We get on the phone. I hear the tone of his voice. And this isn't a diss to him because me and him is cool now. But he a fan of mine. You feel me? He a fan of mine. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he not a bitch. He was going to meet up with me and die if it came down to it. He would have done all that. You feel me? But he's a fan of mine. You feel me? And it was love. On both days, so like he was being like, you feel me? He's like, oh damn, Lush. So I was like, oh damn, you.
Right.
So you feel me?
That's hilarious.
He might be the next dope podcaster.
Hey,
you feel me? So
maybe he should be.
Me and him, we gonna do content moving forward.
Well, maybe you guys should put him on the No Jumper News and get the one guy off there, because I'm telling you, and he's I can't even notice when he's there. I'm sorry. Like,
I don't know who you're referring to.
You know who I'm talking
about.
I don't know his name. It has something to do with a phone. I think it's like spare phone.
He's talking about Ricky. He's talking about flip phone.
Yeah. And this is no diss to him, but I used to be a fan of the show. I still am a fan of the show. However, what I think is lacking is people not putting a stamp on the topics or on the culture, because it's like whatever they say, no one notices.
Yeah,
and I'm not talking about Munchie or Ant. I'm talking about one person in specific.
I get it, and all I can do is look.
It's just quiet.
And at the end of the day, I'm gonna be me. I'm entertaining as fuck.
Yeah.
Good, bad, ugly, love me, hate me, they watching.
Okay.
Like this fool, a respectable guy, this fool a joke, whatever y'all think about me, I'm gonna give y'all a show. I know my motherfucking job. All right.
Now, do you have a show? Do you have a show on the side of No Jumper? Like, do you have
fuck a show? I am a show. I'm an artist. No. I'm a rapper. And this is the biggest mistake. This is the biggest thing that I'm frustrated about this whole thing.
What?
I am having the best run of my entire life as far as like respect from people for my artistry. Okay. I don't care about none of this other shit. I'm an MC.
Hey, Drake gave you a shout out.
Beyond that, yeah, Drake been giving me a shout out. But like, but this takes away from people focusing on my art, because I don't care about this shit. I don't want to, bro. I want to have my little 1-bedroom apartment near MacArthur Park. My girlfriend, we enjoy each other's company. I want to go to the record store, buy some records, buy some cool little clothes. I don't care about being rich. I just want to make my art, have enough people that support it so I can continue to do it. All this other shit is gay as fuck, and I'm just doing it because, you feel me, like this way. Like, I'm an MC, bro. I'm an MC. I'm a part of hip hop culture. I don't care about nothing else. That's the real answer, bro.
I got one. Not to cut you off, I got one more question before we end up wrapping this up. How do you think about one of your co-hosts or ex-co-hosts or whatever, however you want to put it in, saying that LA podcasters is busters and we weak and all that type of stuff.
I mean, we know that's not true because I feel like
that?
Yeah, I don't know who said that, but
Flacco, you ain't never.
Flacco said Flacco's still a part of No Jumper.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That nigga weird.
You know, Flacco be saying inflammatory things.
Yes, he
you know
does.
what I'm saying? Like he know damn well that that's not true. There's no, and this isn't to like challenge other cities or bring into a try to hold accountable to other regions, but this is the region where there's reputable current / former gang members frequently podcasting, talking about it, dealing with their issues, meeting up in public, getting down, other things transpiring. If we the marks, if we the busters, what the fuck that make everybody else?
Right.
You feel me? Like
correct. Well, but what about the other situation and the controversy that a lot of people think that he does as well, as far as like paint false narratives and tell other people life stories, and a lot of time it be 90% false.
Yeah.
Of course, and that be the nature of the internet, because the people that are watching, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
This is their new version of watching Power Rangers and the X-Men and the Ninja Turtles. They watching cartoons. They think this shit is cute. So they just hear the story. They don't care about the actual authenticity behind it. And unfortunately, people are able to capitalize off of it, and as long as they telling a compelling story, the truth don't matter, and that's the unfortunate.
Damn,
reality.
that's crazy. The truth don't matter. The part is
insane.
insane.
He had did a life story autobiography on my account. Like,
yeah,
what is he?
Bro, I'm gonna tell you, this is at the time where I was dealing with him,
This ain't even.
and I sent him the thumbnail, and I said this was not smart. And I just left it at that, like this, like, bro, whatever you was feeling when you was making this, you should unfeel that, because this right here, this wasn't smart. Like, why would you even put this out here? Speaking of people, personal life, like, you don't know his mom. How you gonna bring up his mama on that shit? Like, the boy, like, you don't know any of this family. Like, you know him from the internet, and that's it. How are you making this video about his personal life and where he grew up and how he grew up? I'm like, where's he getting this fucking information from? Nigga, you from like Dakota, South Dakota.
But that's kind of why I respect, like, and I didn't know nothing about the Pcbabydraco situation prior to you speaking on his Spoetyface. But when you did, I was like, okay, somebody's trying to hold this city accountable. Somebody's trying to, whether it, regardless of the. So to me, I was like, all right, somebody give a fuck, and that's what we need, and that's what make LA LA.
Man, the greatest city in the world.
I don't like continue to keep talking about it, but people always change the narrative and try to take away my message. When I came out there, my whole thing is to, if you're gonna go in certain hoods, bro, don't be an antagonist, bro. Don't be an instigator.
Right.
If they're dumb enough to incriminate themselves, that's on y'all. I don't have no problem with that. That's on them. But what I'm saying is everybody. I'm gonna say nobody actually cares no more, because everybody's like, oh, he doing it. So it's like, well, damn, if we gonna always have this attitude, when is somebody gonna actually care enough to actually say something about it? Because just because he doesn't it, you're normalized. That's just like us as a culture. We normalize violence. Right. So when violence happens, it's normal to us. Man. People don't care about it. You see an old lady get mugged or something like that, nowadays it's like, damn, all right, she was just walking down, somebody snatched her chain or whatever the case is. Back when I was growing up, that was frowned upon. And people actually 100%. Cared. So we normalize violence and things that's wrong so much. You know what I mean? Nobody cares, and I'm just one of the person. I just care, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's like, even when y'all push peace, a lot of people get in misconstrued. It's like, all right, bro, if you want to go die, go die.
Yeah.
Right.
Go die. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but what I'm saying is, I'm trying to give these kids a fighting chance. If you want to be, I don't care, I'm always F my ops, I'm going to do all that. Okay. You got a son that's 3-4 years old right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got a little brother that's 13, 12 years old. We're going to see if your, God forbid it don't, but if your little brother get killed. All the people, that's why I always say it's harsh, but I want to put it in perspective. That's why I always push all the people that say, I'm not with the peace, I'm a very this, I'm going to kill as many people as I want them to experience losing a loved one.
Right. Show me your family
We
tree.
got enough of them problems as it is. We don't need people from other places coming to highlight that and exacerbate.
Exactly, but and then you're an instigator. To me, that's just a coward, bro. I've never been a fan of people in the background. Oh yeah, get him,
Yeah.
But you won't fight him yourself.
Right.
You
And
root
that's
me
the
on,
same
but
thing.
you know what I'm saying. But you won't fight him. You won't fight him yourself. And then not only that, it's like, bro, like you're a child molester, bro. You shouldn't have no, and that's just what it is, bro. Like I don't come around. Anybody who support this dude, anybody who back this dude up, and I was surprised, to be honest, with how many people try to come to his aid. Is like you're no good, bro. I don't care if you gotta quit it. Yeah. Listen, I don't care if you gotta quit it or not. That's just like saying for instance. You know, like everybody, this is public information. You did that. You did. It don't matter if you took a plea and you know what I'm saying, you got a lesser charge or however, but that's a fact that you did that. So in my personal, you're no good.
No good.
So how are people coming to your aid? How is people still allowing you? This what y'all taking up for? This what you're aligning yourself
and
with?
Notice, do you
know
see people from Oakland defending him?
No.
That's why he's here, because he's not welcome up there.
I think that's an important point that people need to like.
Come on. The thing is this: you know what you're doing. You see the young kids effing off the neighborhood. You see the whack house. You don't got to put that on there.
No,
you are doing that on purpose.
100%.
Yeah,
content is king for some of these guys.
But
no matter
Oakland
what.
don't condone that shit.
Like, they don't.
That's a real ass city.
Said,
shout out to my peoples in men up north, man. Shout out to shout out to the town.
Shout out to the town.
My boys in the Bay Area though, man.
We're gonna be wrapping this up soon, but there was an agreement. Now, Lush, we don't want you to train, but my good comrade. My good comrade.
I would like him to train.
Legacy,
to be
yeah, but
because it's the only way I could show him what this is, right? Because I look at it like this, right? Martial arts is a big thing. Why are people so fascinated with 4 Extra?
Because he can beat the shit out of people.
Okay,
fight.
What if I told you that I don't fear people like that at all, that fight in jails and stuff?
Okay,
interesting. You got my attention.
So the thing about this is, the way I look at it is a lot of people want to be fighters. A lot of people are scared of real fighters, though. So in order for you to see what it's like with a real fighter, I think you guys should see some of the training, see some of the footage before you step in there and get in there with somebody that knows what they're doing. Right? Because 4 Extra reached out to me to train. And bro, Rogan hooked that up.
I hooked that up.
And I was going to train 4 Extra. And I would have loved to have trained.
We agreed on it.
Wait, hold on.
This was before.
Hold on.
What?
That's a motherfucker. That's a
no,
lie.
it's not.
No, he hooked it up
is a lie.
What's a lie?
Bro,
wait, tell me. I don't know what's going on. Wait. Tell me what the lie is.
Bro, hold on. This is our first
Tell me what the lie is.
This is our first disagreement.
Tell me what the lie is.
Bro, listen. Forrest didn't even know him, thinking about him or nothing.
No, he didn't.
Until I called him and told him this is a fact.
I'm talking. Finish.
This is a fact.
4 Extra. You called 4 Extra about him?
Would you tell him?
No, wait.
Tell me if I'm brother. Tell me if I'm wrong.
So wait. When he was at my studio and we FaceTime, he had already knew you.
Yeah,
because he did.
He had told him about.
I didn't know that. You said this, and that was your first time talking to him. Oh, okay, I'm not taking credit.
Let me say this though. I think 4 Extra.
So Spoetyface really is the one that lined it all up.
No, but after I went to the whole. He probably do it, but from the inside, I told him listen, this is my brother, man. He a sensei. He got his dojo. He got his dojo up. You know what I'm saying? He got his stripes in his board up, man. Go check him out.
Because he did come to the shop.
The thing with me with 4 Extra was like,
I
like the confidence though. You know what I'm saying? And somebody that doesn't smoke and somebody that doesn't drink and works out all the time. I'm like, okay, now he's a special circumstance. People were telling him, oh yeah, you get knocked out, he get beat up. I said no. I was the one person in the MMA and BJJ community that said, I don't think so. I think he could have.
I still think 4 Extra will fuck a lot of people
up. A lot of people up. Facts. And I'll say that
with
as a martial artist.
Conditions.
Absolutely. The thing I will say though is the fighting world is a different world. Like people make fun of it like it's nothing. Like you guys had, what's his name? Brandon.
Oh yeah.
I even reached out to Brandon. I told him I'm happy.
Oh, he's coming here.
I'm happy for him.
I got him coming here.
I said, hey man, it's cool to see somebody in the jiu-jitsu community on that platform.
Is Brandon's belt real?
Oh, that's what we want to know.
All right, let me say this, right? I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about Brandon. When I used to compete, and we used to have tournaments in my gym.
Okay.
My coach is a red belt in Gracie Jiu-Jitsu,
which is cool.
So, which is the
we learned red belt the other day,
goes, right? So
that's above black belt.
Yeah, he throws tournaments all the time. This is what he does. And back in the days, I'm not gonna lie to you, I saw Brandon compete. I was there. I think it's online too, a YouTube video of my old gym with my coach where we were at, and I saw Brandon compete. He's a big dude.
Yes.
He's athletic. And I believe he also trained with the Mendes brothers, which are two of the best jiu-jitsu guys on the planet. I think they gave him his black belt. I'm not sure, but
I thought you were talking about Eric and
Eric and Lyle.
No, but what I will say, this is what I will say. What I will say about Brandon is, I think his black belt is legit. He is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. But does that make you a mixed martial artist?
No.
I
thought his black belt was called into question.
But
I thought his black belt was called into question.
Yeah, let's clear that up. You got the wrong impression. He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. That's great. That's a big accomplishment. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is the art of taking somebody down and putting them in a submission, right? That's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And also, the only thing about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu that's different from the other martial arts is we're the only martial art that fights off their back and can finish a fight off their back. You get what I'm saying? So as far as MMA goes, there's a lot of people that think that they can fight MMA, but they don't know nothing on the ground. They don't know nothing on the ground. So if the fight ends up on the ground with Brandon, you're gonna have your hands full. That's a big kid.
He's gonna lay on you.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna be able to lay on you. And if he knows submissions, if he got a black belt from the Mendes brothers, which I believe, I'm not sure, don't quote me. He's a Brazilian.
So the black belt is still questionable, guys.
That's basically what we saying.
There's still an asterisk.
We don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Brandon's black belt is as black as mine.
What I can't say is this. This is what let me land this plane, right? In order for you to be good at jiu-jitsu, you have to do MMA. Okay. And MMA is what you see in the UFC, which is mixed martial arts, which is kickboxing, boxing, judo, wrestling, ground and pound, jiu-jitsu. All of it combined together. Okay. And I don't know if he trained that. I can't tell you if Brandon trained that because I've never seen him train that. So that in order for
Brandon, you better come to.
I spoke with Brandon.
If you train mixed martial arts and you're a black belt as well, then you'll know how to use jiu-jitsu in a fight.
Well, I spoke with Brandon. And he said he's down to come on the show. I tried to line it up to where he came on with you, but he was like, no, he'd rather come along. So,
exactly.
So just
because you don't want me to beat him up.
No, he just said it
we
make
want
more
to see
sense.
some fights, though. I would love to see some fights.
Let's see some submissions.
I think the best way for us.
I will say this: Brandon actually I've seen him do some MMA moves. I know he's
You
like
did?
not.
You mean jiu-jitsu moves or MMA moves? Like, did he? Was it a submission? The guy tapped out.
Nah, it wasn't a submission, but like I seen him like, well, he showed me some moves. We were like, you feel me?
What moves though?
Okay,
kicking, punching, knees.
Nah, it was like I had to like move his arm type shit. It was like it's hard to explain.
The shit that Steven Seagal does. What's that shit called?
Nah, bro.
What's his martial arts?
Come on.
Aikido. He was showing him Aikido.
Yeah, it was like some Krav Maga type.
I think it was showing Aikido moves, bro.
I'm gonna say Brandon knows some moves. I just want to know if his black belt is legit. That's it.
I'll say this.
Sound like we're not sure.
I say what I've seen so far, and I did see him compete. I'll say I don't know. Okay. I have no idea. I haven't seen him in the community besides one tournament. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But from what I see, he trained at some good gyms, and he's a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Okay. But this is what I suggest, Lush. I think, I rap, you rap, I podcast, you podcast. You talk about getting phased, getting in fights. I want to help you. Okay. I want to be on your side. Okay. I think Lush could whoop somebody's ass if he had a good trainer. I think there's a bag there.
Yep.
I think we should train today. I should train with you some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Just Jiu-Jitsu, no striking today, so you can see what it's like. I'll roll with you myself, and we can put that out there for everybody to see, and then we'll start training, and then you can call whoever you like out for an MMA match, and I will be your coach.
Yeah.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.
I would love to do that.
Let's run it.
I would love to do that.
Let's run it.
I would love to help you.
Run it.
And whoever wants to catch that fade, you got to come with a bag, first of all. Am I right, Spoetyface?
Hey.
We're not doing none
Charleston.
of that.
Talking about Lucky.
Yeah.
Lucky, Charleston.
we got him on the card. Yeah, we're gonna do a big card.
Hey, I'm trying to spar with Charleston. You know that, right? You.
The training is gonna go down. We'll do a little jiu-jitsu today for you guys to see, so he can start his training, and then.
And the name of the podcast is.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
This is the Rillaz Podcast, man.
You already know.
Like, subscribe, and get in the comments, man.
Thank you, bro. Thank
it was an honor to be here. Shouts to you, feel me? Legacy, shouts to Spoety, shouts to bro Rogan. You feel me, my brothers? This is a dope ass pod. Excited, like, share, subscribe to the homies channel.
Keep getting higher. On these dying mamas crying, I'm so tired. Is there heaven for the real ones? Too many jerseys in the rafters, so I'm still numb.